Hey everybody, welcome back to homerecordingmadeeasy.com and here on my YouTube channel, and look what we got here. We got a bunch of boxes. Today we're gonna do probably the largest unboxing video we've ever done on this channel. All these boxes have something to do with a bunch of content that we have coming up here in 2023 at Home Recording Made Easy, and I'm gonna talk you through what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you all the stuff that we got here. A lot of it has to do with recording drums, but some other stuff as well, but that's going to be our main focus, drums. So we got a ton of stuff here we're going to unbox today. So before we get started, if you like what you see in the video, please consider subscribing and also hit the notification bell so you know when I post new content. Also, if this is your first time here, first time seeing Uncle Dave at Home Recording Made Easy, I want to give you something for free. Go out to homerecordingmadeeasy.com. There's a free $100 mixing course right on the homepage. Click that orange button, you can't miss it. It's $100. It's my gift to you just for visiting homerecordingmadeeasy.com. And if you stick around to the end of this unboxing, I'm going to give you something else for free. I think that's it. Okay, so here we go. So we got a bunch of boxes here we're going to unbox together. Now, before we get started, I want to say up front, this is not a sponsored video in any way. Everything that you see here was paid for by me with my own money. All this stuff was purchased at my good friends at Sweetwater, and you know I love Sweetwater, and all the affiliate links will be down below, my Sweetwater links. If you want to purchase anything you see in this video or anything else at Sweetwater, just use the link below, and it really does help me here at Home Recording Made Easy, and I so appreciate that you guys do that for me. I know there's a lot of yous watching that use those links when you buy stuff for your studio, and it really does help me, and I really do appreciate it. So continue to support good old Uncle Dave here. But all this stuff, none of this is sponsored or given, all bought by me with my own money. So let's get that out of the way. So we got a bunch of drum stuff here. So what we're going to be doing in 2023 is a couple of things we're going to do. On the Home Recording Made Easy YouTube channel, we're going to be doing all kinds of things around recording drums. We're going to talk about recording drums with different microphones. We're going to talk about recording drums with different type of audio interfaces, everything from your standard kind of PreSonus audio interface all the way up to recording on an SSL console, which is behind me. We're going to work around mixing with all the stuff that we record on our drums here with plugins all in the box, stock plugins and third-party plugins, so we can hear the difference. Then we're going to take those same drum recordings and we're going to record them on the SSL and mix them with all my hardware, and we're going to compare those as well. So that's just part of what we're going to do. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. So let's start unboxing some of this stuff. Let me show you what I got here. I'm going to use this big box here as our table here. Let's start over here. So we got, now, I had a drum set in this studio many years ago, because another part of what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be replacing the two courses that are on the Home Recording Made Easy website. We have Recording Drums Made Easy, which I did about 7 years ago, I think, as of the recording of this video sitting here. And I had a drum set in that video, a Pearl export drum set. Since that time, I really didn't play drums very much anymore. And several years ago, I donated that to a school for kids that needed drums. So when I decided that I was going to go ahead and going to replace that drum recording course with a much bigger, much more in-depth, much more content, and just improve that course, because after 7 years, it needs to be updated with some of the later newest technology and interfaces and those kinds of things. I needed to go out and buy a drum set. I didn't have anything. And so I had to go out and buy everything. Everything from a drum set to a kick pedal. I had to go out and buy everything. So here we have a Tama Iron Cobra kick pedal. I've used this kick pedal in the past, and I really liked it. Really nice kick pedal. So that's what we got there. So we got the Iron Cobra by Tama. Really cool kick pedal. So I had to get a hold of that. So I bought that over at Sweetwater. I think I got this as a demo for I don't know, less than $100. So that's what I got here. So we got a kick pedal here. So let's put this down. We're gonna start putting stuff all over the place, guys. So, as I said, I had to go out and buy everything from scratch. So I can do this course for you guys at Home Recording Made Easy, the recording drums course, and then all the content that's gonna come up along with it. What do we have here? We have a Pearl, I believe this is a snare stand. So we got a snare stand here as well. So let's see what we got. Not very exciting, it's just a snare stand, right? But I figured I had to take all this stuff out of the boxes anyway, so You guys would probably want to see it, because you guys tend to like these unboxing videos. I don't know why, but you do. So we have our basic double braced snare stands. This one is by Pearl. I think I bought quite a few of these hardware pieces as a demo on Sweetwater's website. A lot of times they use stuff for their videos in their studio and they put things up for sale, as I'm sure a lot of you know, at a very reasonable price. And so that's where I kind of picked up a lot of this stuff. I mean, all this stuff looks brand new. Doesn't even look like it's really being used very much, but it has been. So we have a snare stand. Look at that. Nice heavy duty, nice and well built. Here we go. Snare stand. How about that? So we got ourselves a snare stand. Nice and sturdy, and I like that it's double braced. That's always really good. Put this down a little more like that. There we go. Okay, snare stand. Piece number 2. Got a kick pedal and a snare stand. What else we got? We got a bunch of cymbal stands as well. A couple cymbal stands. Let's see, by Gibraltar. I don't think these were demo units. I think I just bought these new. But they were reasonably priced, so I thought, hey, what the hell? Gibraltar makes really good stuff. So as I said, I'm not only going to be doing these, a course, Recording Drums Made Easy, for the Home Recording Made Easy website, but there's also going to be a ton of YouTube content this year on the channel. Again, we're going to work on recording drums, and we're going to do, I got like a list of like 25 different videos I want to do all around recording drums. Everything from different microphones, as I said earlier, different audio interfaces. Sorry for the racket. Okay, so we have cymbal stand part 1, part 2, part 3. I'm gonna try to make this somewhat a neat unboxing, because we're gonna have a ton of stuff here by the end. Let's get that over here. Okay. So what do we got? Again, made by Gibraltar. Again, all double braced, really heavy duty, really well built. Nothing cheap about this stuff at all. You know, pretty standard. Most companies make really good stuff like this. So that's pretty cool. So let's just put this together quickly, and we'll can always adjust it later. There we go. We're also going to be testing out things like different types of drum heads by different companies. Clear heads versus coated heads. What are the differences? What are the differences in sound? We're going to talk about tuning drums and how to get a really good drum recording just by having really good heads on the kit and having good tuning, because that's all very important, right? Oops. Just put this here for now. What did I do? Did I lose this thing? Here, hold on. And so the whole point of Recording Drums Made Easy and all the content that we're going to do on the channel is to show you that in a home studio, without a big room with really tall ceilings, you know, big ceilings, live drum room or anything like that, in a home studio, you can get really professional sounding results. A lot of it has to do with the player, certainly, but mic placement, mic technique, the quality of the gear to some degree. And we're gonna do all of this with a modest price drum kit. This is not a real high-end expensive drum kit. We'll get to that in a minute. So that's one cymbal stand. Let's get to the other one here. Hopefully you guys will find this somewhat interesting. You know, and if you don't, you can always click off and go watch one of the other videos. But I figured a lot of you like unboxings, and I always like watching people open a bunch of stuff. It's like Christmas Day, right? There we go, another cymbal stand. And we're also going to be comparing, we're going to do some videos around some different types of products for drums that are great for taking an acoustic drum set and practicing in a home studio or an apartment. I got some low volume cymbals we're gonna take a look at. We have some different types of mesh heads we're gonna take a look at where you could practice on an acoustic kit and do it at a reasonable volume level so your spouse or your loved ones or your neighbors don't get all upset when you're too loud. So we're gonna take a look at those kinds of products too. So it's gonna be drumtastic here at Home Recording Made Easy for a while, maybe in the first few months of this new year, 2023. So here we go. So we got another stand here. Again, really the same thing. So the kit configuration that I got was a 4-piece kit. Kick drum, rack tom, floor tom, snare, with a ride, and a couple of crash cymbals. So we just needed a couple of stands here. So let's get these all together. So we really got kind of a two-part problem that I have with this whole process. One is I got to go out and buy all this stuff, which is a lot of fun anyhow. Two is I got to spend about, I don't know, 3-4 weeks working on my drum chops to get my drumming back together so I can record this content for you. Because Uncle Dave does play drums. I played drums for quite a few years in the distant past, and I enjoy playing drums. So I'm looking forward to getting back on the drum kit. All right, so let's get this out here with last cymbal stand, and then we'll move on to more exciting things. Oh, this is a hi-hat stand. Right. Okay, so this has got a few more parts to it, certainly. So we got a Gibraltar hi-hat stand. Okay, let's take a look at this. Take off this piece here. Alrighty, there we go. Let's where's our wing nut here to open this up? Here we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. For now, there we go. I'm not gonna completely set this up because you guys don't wanna see all that, but let me at least get it situated over here, right? Let's at least get it situated. Oops, come on now. Come on now. Don't lose all my pieces. There we go. All right, good enough for now. And let's just put this in here so we don't lose everything. We're gonna have to screw this in. Guess I could do that right now. Don't wanna cross thread it, but let's get that in here. And then for now, we'll just do this. So we have a hi-hat stand, again, Gibraltar. Really cool. Okay, we got a couple of extra parts for that here, a couple of stickers, little Allen key. All right, what else we got? So there is all of our hardware: snare stand, kick pedal, a couple of cymbal stands, and a hi-hat stand. All right, let's go to, here, we may as well stay on the Gibraltar kick. So I also had to get even the drumming throne. I didn't have a throne. I mean, I gave everything to the school. Like I said, I had a whole setup. Cymbals, I still have some cymbals in the back that we're gonna use. I got a set of Sabians with hats, but I gave all of my drums, my rack, all the accessories, everything to a school. You know, kids that didn't have the money to get a drum set. I wasn't using the drum set. It was taking up too much space. And part of me regrets giving it away, and part of me, I feel good that I was able to help out some kids. So, hey, you know what? Good for them. Sometimes you want to try to pay it forward, right? So anyway, here's a drummer. Here's the backrest for one of these boxes. We'll have the actual drummer's throne. good old Uncle Dave has a bad back, so I wanted something that I can adjust in the backrest. So here's the backrest to the drummer's throne. I'll put that in here for now. A lot of fun. Where is this? I'm gonna put this somewhere where we're gonna just toss this out here, I hope. There we go. Okay, let's, before we get to that, let's take a look at here. So like I said, we had drum stuff, yes, but we also have, we're gonna be testing out some different microphones. What I don't have here, which is coming very soon, is we're gonna record drums as part of that drum recording course. We're gonna do it with a very modest, again, it's a very modest price drum set, not very expensive, under $1,000 for the whole set. But I also wanted to do some videos and some recording, some videos and content around different microphones for miking up drums at different price points. So we have our good friends over at PreSonus is gonna be sending me their new 7-piece drum mic kit. I don't have it here yet, it's on the way. That's like about a $300 kit for all 7 microphones, so I'd consider that an entry-level kit, right? We're also gonna be working with another manufacturer that I can't mention yet because we're still trying to work out the details, where they're gonna hopefully loan me, not give me, but loan me a nice set of microphones, which will probably run somewhere, a 7-piece set will probably run somewhere around the $2,000 to $3,000 mark. So I wanna have a little more higher end set of microphones so we can compare that to our entry-level set. And then I also have, oh, here's more drum stuff. Then we have a 3rd set of microphones, which I'm gonna unbox for you in a second, which I think is gonna be the killer thing. But anyway, we got, what do we have here? We have, we have this, dampening blanket called the Kick Pro Gripping Bass Drum Pillow. So this goes inside of the bass drum. It's a weighted down pillow here. Pretty cool. Got that at Sweetwater. We're gonna put that inside our bass drum. Oops. Don't want to knock over all my stuff here. Be careful, Dave. Okay, also we got a bunch of drum heads here. So we got a bunch of drum heads from Evans. I have some from Remo, all different sizes for the toms and for the kick drum. What's this? Oh, it's something to change the drum heads. Snare drum heads, all kinds of, so we're gonna compare all kinds of different types of drum heads. We're gonna compare Evans, we're gonna compare the Emperors by Remo. We're also gonna use clear versus coated on the toms especially to see what the difference in sound is. So I got a bunch of drum heads here. I'm not gonna take them all out of the box, but I got a bunch of other accessories as well. What do I got here? I got an Evans drum torque key. I have a tool to cut the port in our bass drum so we can put a microphone in there, which will be kind of cool. What else? We got our Sweetwater candy, which is so incredibly important. We got to save the Sweetwater candy. And the rest of these are just drum heads. So we got a bunch of Evans drum heads, and there should be another box, if it's here, hopefully today, with some of the Remo drum heads as well. So that's gonna be really cool. Having a bunch of drum heads to test out. What are the tonal differences? What are the sound differences? What do they sound like when they're recorded, whether you use clear or coated? Interesting stuff. I thought you guys might find that interesting. I'm gonna put that one out there. Okay, we got some accessories here we talked about. Let's just put this back here on the console. Okay, let's keep moving, let's keep moving. Got a few more boxes here to take a look at. Okay, here's something cool. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna be testing out some different microphones, right? PreSonus, a more high-end set of mics that, again, I'm working with the manufacturers. I can't mention it yet until it's solidified and we're gonna get those on loan. But this is even more exciting, especially for people in the home studio. I think this will really be interesting to you people, you guys here at Home Recording Made Easy. A $3,000 set of drum mics, probably not gonna fit in a lot of people's budgets. But maybe the real entry-level PreSonus mics might be a little bit too much on the, I don't know what they're gonna sound like, and they're on the, on the entry-level scale. But here's a really cool system that I'm really excited about. So I went out and purchased as part of Black Friday, because I got the stuff on good deals. I purchased the Slate Digital, the VMS system. So what we have here is we have the virtual microphone system. We have the ML1, which is the large diaphragm condenser microphone. This was on sale, I think, at $400 off during Black Friday sales at Sweetwater. So I think this microphone was $400. Normally it runs $800. So I said, you know what, I've been looking at this for the last year or so. There was a couple of times I was gonna pull the trigger. They did another sale like this, Slate did, I think back in summer of 2022. And I was almost ready to pull the trigger, I didn't. I said, oh, I really don't have a lot of uses for it, but now that we're gonna be doing this whole drum stuff, I wanted to test this out. So I picked this up, and also part of the Black Friday sale. It not only comes with a suite of microphones as part of the virtual mix rack of all the Slate Digital stuff, but it also comes with a couple expansion packs that they were throwing in for free as part of this. So I got right here, the ML1, okay? And you say, well, that's just one microphone. That's true. But I also then picked up, which is crazy, 6 of the Slate Digital ML2s. Hopefully you can see that okay. These are the little small pencil style microphones that are really tiny, that can be put in dynamic mode or normal mode. See if I can take one of these out of the bag. And I want to mic up the whole drum kit with this. I got 6 of them. So we have 1 for the kick, 1 for the snare, 2 for the toms, that's 4, and 2 overheads, that's 6. And then use this ML1 as maybe a room mic, a mono room, or maybe like a trash mic in front of the kit to kind of get some overly compressed tones, I don't know. But look at the size of that little ML2. Come on, I'm far away from the camera. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. I'm sure you guys have maybe seen this before. But this little tiny microphone is something I'm really interested in. Again, I got 6 of them in here. So I wanted to see, with all the different mic emulations, I wanted to see how good they were. And I thought it would be really cool to record drums with it, and then after the fact, we could go through and audition different microphones and check out all these high-end, very expensive microphones that Slate has emulated. I've seen a bunch of stuff on YouTube about them. For the most part, they get pretty good reviews. Sometimes they get kind of mediocre reviews. You know, some people will say, you know, some of these microphones they emulated sounds like the real deal, some of them not so much. I have no idea because I don't have these really high-end microphones to compare it to, but my whole thing is, does it sound good? And if it sounds good and you have a bunch of different flavors that you can choose after the fact and really change the sound of whatever you're recording, I think that's incredibly, incredibly helpful. And I think because these things are in a price point that the average home studio user could really use these and get a bunch of different mic choices all in one microphone. So I think these ML2s run about $149 US a piece. So again, I got 6 of these. And then again, the ML1 is normally I think 800 or 900, and I got it for 400, I believe. 450. It was half price. So we got the Slate Digital ML1. Now, we don't have the Slate Digital preamp. You can use any preamp. We're gonna be using the Studio Live by PreSonus. You might have seen the unboxing of that a couple of weeks back on the channel. We have the 32SX, the Studio Live, which have ultra clean preamps. We're gonna use that with the system and see how it sounds. We're also gonna pop them into the SSL at one point as well. And I know that's not the ideal situation because those have some color to them, although they do have a transparent circuit in the preamp, but we're just gonna try it. We're just gonna try. We're gonna experiment, we're gonna try on this whole Slate VMS virtual microphone system. I'm super stoked about this. And I'm gonna let you know. I mean, again, I paid for all this stuff with my own money, so I'm gonna let you know whether I think it's worth checking out. But everything that I've read and have seen so far, very, very cool. So we're gonna be doing that as well in a bunch of upcoming videos. And not only on drums, also I'd like to do like acoustic guitar, maybe electric guitar. I wanna record a bunch of different sources with that stuff, the virtual microphone system, and see how that works. So let's put this down in front here. Let me get this out of the way. Sorry if the camera goes out of focus for a moment. Okay. We're back. Okay, we got a few more boxes. Let's keep moving. Think we're still recording? God, I hope we're still recording. Okay. So here we have, I'm not sure what's in this box. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. So these are the other drum heads. So like I said, we got Evans, we got Remo as well. And I got a bunch of drum heads in here, again, to experiment with. So we got a bunch of drum heads. Cool, cool, cool. I've usually used to play mostly Evans. I don't think I've really used Remo all that much, but a lot of my drummer friends recommended them. So I thought, you know what, let's try it. Hey, we're doing this content. Let's go ahead and let's do it. Throw this over here. All right, there we go. All right, we got 2 more. Well, we got a few more boxes here. Let's go, let's go. This is light, super light. What can be in here? Maybe more drum heads? Let's see. Probably for the kick drum. I think we bought the Evans EMAD system for the kick, I think. I don't remember. I was like a lot of you on Black Friday on Sweetwater's website for like 16 hours buying stuff. Burning a hole in Uncle Dave's pocket. Okay, a lot of bubble wrap. Yes, that's exactly what we have. So we have the kick drum. This is the 22-inch EMAD coated with the muffler on it. So that's gonna be really cool. So we got that. I've used this before on other drum sets and I really like that. I think that's it. Look at that, a whole big box for that one thing, right? Wow. What a waste of, what a waste of cardboard. Okay, let's get this out of the way. There we go. Okay, we got another box here. I'm not sure what's in this one. Let's go, let's get it up here. I think I know what this is. It's got a little bit of weight to it. This is another thing that I'm really interested, if I'm right about what this is, in trying out. Because as I said, one of the things I'm gonna have to do for probably a month or so, at least a month, is I gotta practice and get my chops back together before I start recording content. So, I'm in a home studio, like most of you watching this video. And although my wife really loves me, my daughter really loves me, and my studio does have a lot of sound, isolation, it's not soundproofed, right? So playing a live drum set, practicing, could be annoying. They would let me do it, they wouldn't care, but I wanted to try some new products, plus I thought I would be sensitive to their feelings. So I picked up a set of these Zildjian low volume cymbals. These are the Zildjian L80s. I guess it's like kind of I know there's other companies that make them, but kind of like the industry standard, it seems to be for low volume cymbals, where it supposedly lowers the volume of your cymbals about 80%, which will be very, very helpful. 80% volume level, they won't even hear this right above me for the most part. So we got a set of those, which comes with a ride, a crash, and a set of hats. Now, as I said, when we record real content, obviously we're going to use real cymbals, and I have a set of Sabians, which I really like, which I didn't give away. I kept those when I got rid of the drum kit. But for practice, the Zildjians, which again will, you know, happy wife means a happy life, right? So let's be sensitive to other people. So we'll do some videos on this as well. We'll compare them to the volume of regular cymbals versus these cymbals. Again, I've seen there's lots of those videos online already, but if you guys want to know what I really think of them, I'll tell you what I really think of them. So we'll do some videos on that as well. Okay, a couple of more boxes here and then we're going to wrap up. So right here is the first of one of the boxes for the drum kit. So we saved the drum kit for last, Sweetwater Candy. So the kit that I purchased from Sweetwater, and I looked at a bunch of them. But here was kind of my criteria for recording this content, and especially this course, is I wanted to use a drum set, a good drum set, a well-made drum set, but I didn't want to spend, thousands and thousands of dollars on a shell pack. I wanted to keep this under $1,000, tax and everything, under $1,000. That was kind of the criteria. And there's lots of companies that make drum sets around that price. And I talking to my buddies at Sweetwater, they highly recommended the Gretsch Catilina Club Kit. It's an all maple kit, 7-ply maple. It's not popular wood, it's a true maple kit. And it was just under $1,000. I think it was $915 for the shell pack, 4-piece, including in their snare. So that's what I picked up here. So we have here floor tom legs. And then here we got our snare drum, a 14x6 snare. And again, I think I might have got this I think it was like maybe $100 or $150 off because of Black Friday. So this kit would have probably ran just over $1,000, which I thought met the criteria pretty good. And in that price point, to have a full maple shell at that price point, I thought was a pretty good deal. And Gretsch has a really good reputation of making really good quality drums at the mid-tier price point. So let's take a look at this snare and see what we got here. Comes in this nice bag here. Now the finish that I got was what they call, I think it's called a walnut finish. Yeah, it looks like walnut. It is nice, beautiful, and again, I'll put pictures of this up on the screen if I feel like when I edit this you won't see the finish very clearly. But it's this beautiful, let me see if I can move over here towards the camera a little bit. It's this beautiful walnut, walnut finish. Look at that. It's like real nice wood finish. Again, a Gretsch. Really nice. Got the old school badge here. Catilina. Really nice drums. Really gorgeous. Really good looking. When it's in a nice lit studio, it's going to look really great under the lights for the video. So this is a 14x5 snare. Really beautiful drum. So that is our snare drum. Let's see, let me put this back in its bag if I can. Or you know what, I could probably just do this. Standing on its edge, I'll put it under the console so it's out of the way and it's protected. There we go. So that's our snare drum. Put this back in here. Guys having fun, or do you think this is a total waste of time? Some of you are probably like, oh, thumbs down, it's boring, it's too long. I didn't learn everything I needed to learn in 5 minutes. I love those people. What's this? Oh, this is, I think this is the, what is it? This is the tom holder? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so in the kick drum, this is the mount that goes into the kick drum, top of the kick drum for the rack tom. That's what this is. Cool, okay, that's nice. Oh, and there's something else in here. What else? Oh, all the accessory, all the spurs and the lugs and all that. Okay, great. Excellent. So that's that box. Let's get this out of the way, if we can. All right, let's see. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. We got 2 more boxes. One more Gibraltar box, and I think that has to do with the drummer's throne. Let me move some of this out of the way. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, so what do we got left? So we have, let's get this last. This is going to be I would imagine this is going to be the throne. Again, Gibraltar. I like their stuff. They make really good stuff, and their prices are pretty reasonable compared to other companies' stuff that make the same kind of things. I've always liked Gibraltar. They always make, just high-end stuff. Very well built, very stable and sturdy. So, that's exactly what we have. We got some packaging. Okay, yeah, that's heavy. Wow, that's super heavy duty. I mean, the size of the feet on this thing, my goodness. Okay, good. Yeah, this is a heavy duty stool base for sure. Excellent. And then we have the actual seat here. I'm gonna have to spend my whole afternoon cutting up boxes. All right. Well, I'm gonna be careful. I could have cut that with my knife. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't though. All right. So here's our drummer's throne. It's a motorcycle style, which is what I tend to like. Yeah, we'll put this down here for now. Excellent. Get some of this out of the way. Put that in there, that in there. All right, guys, we're down to the last big box. The biggest and the best for last. Okay, this is gonna be the kick drum and the toms, I hope. Because we don't have a floor tom and we don't have rack toms yet. So this must be that, right? Let's move this out of the way. Can I get down here on the floor? This is probably better to do this down here. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there on the end of the video here. Hydrate up. Okay, let me push this a little forward. Okay, so let's hope that our kick and our floor tom and our rack tom's in here. Save this box. All right. Alrighty, what do we got here? We got cardboard. We have, okay, yep, all our shells are in here. So this is our kick drum head. I'm not gonna open that, that's in here. This is gonna be the both sides, the batter and the reso head. But we're gonna change those out anyway for the Evans. Put that here, okay. So, oh wow. Nice packing job, I'll tell you that. You know, I should tilt this up so you guys can see it. So here's how this is packed. Now this is a 22-inch, 12-inch. So we got a 22-inch kick. We got a 16 by 16 floor tom and a 12 by 8 rack. That's what we got here. So let me see if I can pull, they really packed this well. All these nice little inserts and whatnot. Okay, so here's our rack tom. Getting this beautiful walnut finish. Oh, I'll tell you what, this actually looks better in person. Oh, and they come with coated heads by Remo. So they already got heads on them. So it'll be interesting to hear the difference between the Remo heads, the stock heads versus the ones that I purchased. But look at that, what a beautiful finish, right? Really nice. Wow, that's really pretty. Okay. Now we got a floor tom, shell, no heads on this one. I'll tell you what, they'll package really well. That's for sure. They did a great job packing this thing. Fantastic. All right. And everything, it comes in these little white cloth coverings, which is a nice touch to protect the finish. Okay, the hoops are not, okay, the heads are not on here, but the hoops I see. I see what they did, okay. How did they do this? I'm gonna push this forward a minute. Let's put this on the ground so I don't ruin it and drop it. I have to cut some of this. Oh, I see what they did, okay. I want to try to save this thing without ripping the, oh, it's attached to the, okay, they got the hoop on the top that attaches this cloth, this cloth here. Okay, so I don't want to, you know what, I could do it this way so at least you can see the finish maybe. And then I won't waste your time here unscrewing all the lugs to take this off. Just to take a look at the actual finish. Once again, it's this nice walnut finish here. Really, really pretty. Really, really nice. So there you go. There's the floor tom. 16 by 16. Really, really nice. Okay, let's get the big daddy out here. Let me see if I can move this stuff around. Craziness. Be careful, don't want to ruin the... All right, so now we got the kick drum. Let's see how this thing is going to come out of here. Oh, I see. So here's the outer hoop. Put that here. Okay. And then this comes off. The same thing, they kind of, oh, okay, good, I see what they did here. All right, this comes, they got an inner and an outer here. So let's see if we can get this out of the box and show you what this looks like. There we go. Turn this over, be careful. So here is the kick drum, right? Again, 22-inch, really nice. It's got the nice gas cap on the top for the tom mount. Beautiful, beautiful drum. Have to inspect it a little more closely, but it looks really good. I don't see any problems with the finish or anything like that. It looks really, really nice. So let's get this out of here as well. Put this down carefully. Okay, so there's a mess now. A mess of stuff all over the studio, but that's what we got here, man. All that stuff for our drum recording course, which will also be, once we're done doing recording drums made easy, there's also a course, again, from about 7 years ago, all dedicated to mixing drums. Mixing drums made easy. That course is going to be replaced with a new course as well in 2023. So we're going to have 2 courses that are going to come out as a result of having all this stuff. Plus, as I said, an enormous amount of content on drums, on home recording made easy, testing out the different microphones, different drum heads, different miking techniques, you know, maybe a 1 mic technique, 2 mic technique, 4 mic technique, 6 mic technique. 3 different sets of microphones, including the Slate VMS, which I'm super, super excited about that. That's gonna be really, really cool. And then we're also gonna do things on the console here. We're gonna record drums on the console. We're gonna mix stuff using our hardware instead of plugins. We're gonna also do stuff in the box with plugins. We're gonna do a ton of stuff. So between the Home Recording Made Easy YouTube channel and also my channel where we deal all with just hybrid and hardware, mixing music analog, you should check out that YouTube channel as well if you're into this kind of stuff, consoles and hardware and all of that. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff there as well. And then there's gonna be 2 courses coming up in 2023. So I hope you enjoyed watching me make a mess of the studio and unboxing all this stuff. Pretty soon in an upcoming video, I'll show you everything all set up and what we're going to be doing. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Now, as I said at the beginning, thanks for sticking around till the end. Again, go out to homerecordingmadeeasy.com. Get your free mixing course. It's right on the homepage. It's $100. It's my gift to you just for visiting homerecordingmadeeasy.com. Once you take that mixing course, if you want to check out one of my other courses on my website, one of my full-featured paid courses, including the new Recording Drums Made Easy and Mixing Drums Made Easy, which will be coming in 2023, I want to give you a 25% discount. Use the coupon code YouTube25. You put that in at checkout, it will take 25% off any training course on the website. So, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you give Dave Uncle Dave the old thumbs up. Again, all the links for everything in this video will be in the description box below to go out to Sweetwater. And again, thank you, Sweetwater, for hooking me up on this stuff. Again, I paid for all of it, but they were really great in getting it all together, getting it out as quick as possible so I could bring this video to you. So I love my friends at Sweetwater. Thank you so much for doing that. And until the next time, in the next video, I've been Dave with HomeRecordingMadeEasy.com. Thank you so very much for watching me today, everybody, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, everyone.